Did you hear about what happened at the...
Where are you from?
We're going. Indeed. What with the
No.
No, that only yes.
What's your name? I'm Henry.
What going? But at the church, by the way.
Bohemia.
Wrong on. I used to.
You were Amber?
Aye, too bad.
I better be off.
Sure.
I hope Lady Luck will be on my side. Here you go. Take it.
Don't you think I don't know who you are?
What do you want, you bloody vagrant?
I have the book for you.
Well, I must admit, I haven't had an...
I had a peek inside. The pictures are nice, but...
You'll find out soon enough. This really is something. But why is it all covered in shit?
Let's just say this... It actually wasn't even in the car under it.
Oh, refining saltpeter. Ah, of course. Well, the last chapter of our...
So what now?
As long as Black Bertolt didn't make any...
What Bertold? Oh, God damn, I'm tired of flying back and forth like a rag on a stick. I won't be led around by the nose.
Believe it or not, all this secrecy had its time. You go ahead. I'm going to get a few things ready here.
All right, then.
Take care, friend.
Look out!
Look what I have for you. Go! Quick! 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 What'll happen now?
Our last supper.
Crazel, please.
And rob myself of... Tell me yourself. I do tend to do that. Bonnie will start today. At least, Bonnie?
First of all, I'd like to thank you on behalf of the whole gang for all the work you've done. We found 2 new partners, you and... So, it's time we started...
Not yet. Let's pull up that... That's the...
Never mind him.
All right then, this whole time you've been collecting, but so you wouldn't go nosing around, we always told you...
The miller here calls it tacky.
Tactics, you idiot. And with the help of Hermes Trismegistos and his success...
Exactly, Bonnie.
Magnum opus. A great work of alchemy.
I see you've learned something after all. But no, the philosopher's stone...
Let's see then, Henry.
I think you're me.
Well, everybody wants to get rich. Let's start at the beginning. My father was a miller as well, but I was never... Even as a young boy, I loved running around Lower Samine and investigating everything living and dead. And I had a lot of questions about everything. Then my mother, God rest her soul, decided it'd be best for me to go to study in Prague. As soon as I grew up and gained a bit of sense, I packed my bags and left.
You must have had a real good mother for her to support you like.
I'd say she didn't have much of a choice. My father was always busy. So, I met a lot of remarkable people, but in the end, it only took a year of all that pretentious, scholarly blathering and hypocritical nonsense for me to realize I wouldn't learn anything proper there. Most of the students and masters are just a bunch of dogmatic fools. They have their own truth, and those who want to know more or ask the wrong questions fall into disfavor, as was my case.
So they kicked you out?
I didn't give them the pleasure. I left myself. The most important science is not subject to any religious dogma. And, of course, it's not taught at any university.
You mean alchemy?
Exactly. The art of combination and dissolution. The key to understanding the very nature of the world. There's only one queen of science. Alchemy. I returned to the mill in Lower Samine and started a new life.
New life? What do you mean?
I returned to the miller's trade. My father was old, and my mother had passed away. From then on, alchemy became my true passion. I brought a few important books from Prague. I started with the most difficult thing. I tried to create gold.
That was pretty daring of you.
As you might expect, it didn't work. But after a few tries, I managed to create something entirely different. Once I tried mixing sulfur, charcoal, and saltpeter. I had a candle burning next to me. A gust of wind scattered the mixture, and all of a sudden, bang! I almost shit myself, I tell you. But then I realized I'd unwittingly created a miracle. Explosive black powder.
What is it? So it burns?
More than that, it makes a big bang.
A very big bang. But don't worry, we're all in on it now.
I couldn't continue my experiments on my own, but Bonnie and Zinnig did a few little jobs for me.
So he initiated us.
But we just still didn't know how to do it right and not blow ourselves up in the process.
And we used up a huge amount of saltpeter and sulfur.
By the way, the manuscript from that Hermes Trismegistos was our shopping list and price list for material from Kuttenberg.
Only we didn't know correct proportions. I looked up a few of my former fellow students and brought it up with them. And we found out that before us, some monk had already made the discovery.
Some fella called Black Bertold. And that he even started writing a book called
Feuerwerkbuch.
We couldn't believe our luck when we found out there's a copy of it right here at Trotsky.
And you know the rest.
It's a discovery that will change history. In the right hands, it can make miracles happen. All it takes is a spark, and a storm of fire will sweep away the old world order. It will wipe out stupidity and ignorance, once and for all.
And what will happen now?
As I said, we're about to have our last supper on our journey to satisfy our hunger for knowledge. A feast of smoke and fire. Black Bertold never finished his book, because he never had enough ingredients for his last great experiment. But now, thanks to you, we do. We can finally finish Bertold's work and finish his book. We'll see with our own eyes what a barrel of black powder can do. I hope you're as excited as I am.
I've heard enough. Now I want to see that with my own eyes.
Let's do it then. Bonnie, is everything ready?
Indeed it is. We can get started. Long live the beautiful new world.
Looks like it ain't working.
I'd say it works just fine.
This will change history.
What? I can't hear a thing. But I'd say it works just fine. You really left Golem?
Not exactly. I studied what they worked for. Nah.
So for the
I'll do it. I'm going to get... That's up, Lewis, to me. You know,
That sounds now on me.
the idea... Maybe it's... But if...
I know where to...
Indeed. Take care, friend.
What is it? Are you whistling just for fun?
No splinters, white ash.
Good. God! 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 Go! Go! Easy, easy. Nice and slow. Everything all right, eh?
do you need?
Ugh.
What'll it be this?
I could use the company of a...
All right, but
Let's talk about...
certainly. Excellent. My God, that was really something. You'd better warn me next time. I'm not much of a swimmer.
I'm ready.
We can't. We wouldn't make it. We'll meet at the second gate tomorrow at sunrise.
I'm ready.
We can't. We will meet at the second gate tomorrow at sunrise.
Here you go. Take it. Vagabond. God rest his soul. And get this.
Lord be with you.
This one is sharpened already. I'm always glad to see polite people like you. I'm ready.
Excellent. Well, I don't think I could tolerate another day.
Aye. Whenever I see him...
Or 5, which remind... Look, I know...
happens to the best of us. We had a disagreement, that's all. Who doesn't sometimes?
Thank you. I'm glad to have you as my page. But now, I wouldn't want anyone else by my side.
And you have my word as a blacksmith that I...
But I take my promises seriously too. And since...
You're right.
Therefore, I entrust you with that. On behalf of... Give her our sincerest thanks.
Your wish is my...
As soon as we get back from Nebakov. It's high time we set out so we can get...
I'm ready.
Let's mount up. It's nice to be out under the open sky. I was feeling really cramped in those gloomy corridors up there. But I can't deny, this is a real fucking castle. I've never seen anything like it before. Perkstein is just a little fortress in comparison. Von Berghoff certainly knows how to make an impression.
That's true. Von Berghoff must be loaded.
I expect the office of the Royal Chamberlain is a nice earner. Or maybe he shits gold ingots. Fuck. This place makes me feel queasy. Memento mori. I could have croaked here and gone off to join my old man in eternity. God rest his soul, when he'd ask me. So, son, what great deeds have you achieved in life? And I'd have to tell him, well, Pa, I fucked everything up royally, and then they hanged me for poaching. Christ on a stick. I can't have that. When I go to the next life, I need to have something better to tell. A whole lot better.
Well, you'll be telling him how you put a stop to the war in the land, saved King Venceslas, and brought peace to the people.
That doesn't sound too shabby. Only, how to actually achieve it. Damn it. I need to get my mind on other things, and get the feeling I'm living. Let's really spur these horses on, eh? What'd you say?
How can I refuse you anything?
There's a junction beyond Troskowitz with a roadside chapel. Whoever reaches it first, wins. So, get ready, forward! Give it all you've got!
Quick! Go! Go! Quick! Da! 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 Just a bit further. Quick! Da! Go!
Christ, yeah. My head feels a lot clearer.
I'm glad to hear it.
Thanks for riding with me, old pal.
Think nothing of it.
You never...
So,
Like I say, I can see everything clearer now. And the thing that's clear... I'm the Lord of fucking Perkstein. Let everyone know who they have the honor of addressing. Splendid. So, forward to Nebakov. The sooner we get that out of the way, the sooner we can finally start dealing with more important matters. Dentes fortuna juvat! We turn right here.
I'm glad you feel better.
So am I, my friend. So am I. We still have lots to do before we go back to Ratai. And I was afraid, you know, that I'd fuck it up. And I almost did, but I'm not afraid anymore. Now I see it as an opportunity and a challenge. Any old fool can manage simple tasks, but hard ones, they require a man like Sir Hans Capon of Lipa and Perkstein.
And Henry of Skalitz.
Aye, he faces the hardest tasks of all.
So, we're here. What now, Sir Hans?
Now, I expect someone will come to greet us. And hopefully not like they did in Trotsky.
Hey, so Yaramir don't receive visitors. You'll have to leave.
I beg your pardon. See to it that he receives me immediately.
Can't be done. Sorry about that.
I am Sir Hans Capon of Lipa, and I am here with a message from Lord von Berghoff. So get to it. And if you keep me waiting here much longer, you'll be sorry.
Please be patient for a while, sir.
My word. You got a sharp tongue sometimes. But what if he won't receive us?
He will. Just wait and see.
Come along. Sir Yaramir will be here any moment.
See?
The Lord Jesus Christ be praised.
Forever and ever.
Please excuse our precautions, gentlemen. These are evil times. Well then, Yaramir of Nebakov, at your service. And whom do I have the honor of welcoming to my humble seat?
Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein. I am honored, Sir Yaramira. Sir Otto von Berghoff asked me to convey to you his cordial greetings, and to parley with you in the matter of the security of this domain.
Certainly, certainly. These are troubled times indeed. Please accept my hospitality, sir. You're surely thirsty after your journey, and you'll have greater comfort in the tower.
An excellent idea. If I may ask that our horses may not be neglected either.
Pelzel, you heard his lordship.
But I've already got 15 animals to deal with. Why doesn't Hurtle do it?
Hurtle has other duties. Stop griping and get to it.
15 horses? My word, sir. You must be doing all right for yourself.
Not entirely. But fortune smiled on me for once at least.
On me too, one could say. I suppose she's doing the rounds in these parts. So, tell me, sir, how did you achieve what you have?
Well, it's a long, complicated story. But I'm guessing von Berghoff didn't send you here to find out how well off I am. Or did he?
No, he didn't. I apologize, Sir Yaramir. So, let's proceed to the real reason he sent us. Henry, be prepared. I won't keep Sir Yaramir very long.
Certainly.
Michael, you take Henry here under your wing and make sure he's well taken care of.
Certainly. Henry, eh? Michael's my name, and I welcome you to our little place. It's not the fanciest fortress ever, but you know, I like it here. It serves us well. How was your journey? All good?
Aye. Lovely country. A feast for the eyes.
Well, that's nice to hear, especially from someone from far-off parts. But I must say, my throat is dry. And maybe yours too, eh? Come along with me. We'll soon fix that. I'll make you feel at home and we can have a chat. As I said, the fortress may be small, but the work never stops. Right now, we're repairing the fortifications down there, so don't get under the lad's feet. But you can drop in on Pelzel and check how he's looking after your horses. We're rolling some dice, eh? We've got none of guesswork, so don't all be shy. Invite him to play if he finds himself at a loose end. At least he'll show you how your betters play.
Right you are, Michael. You can rely on me.
And you, Ertl, have you got shit for brains? You've got a guess, for fuck's sake.
I'm sorry, Michael. I didn't know.
Shut your gob and attend to your duties.
Right, I'm going.
So you've heard then. I hope you won't disappoint Zwerk and pass some time with him.
I'd love to have a day.
Glad to hear it. You're a good lad. I can tell just by looking at you. Zwerk has some polished badges. I'm sure he'd love to take a look at yours. You'll find him over there at the table. He's there pretty much all day. I'll keep telling him. Your arse will wear a hole down there one day, and you'll fall down in it. Dice and all. But now to the important business. There's a bite to eat on the table and something to wash it down with, so help yourself. And I'll be happy to chew the fat. I'm sure you've got loads of stories. I heard Lord Von... So...
He's calling his loyal men to arms.
Now you're talking. How many men does Lord Von...
It seemed to me he has...
Well... I bet my left nut Lord Yaromir will send me. Why didn't von Bergov send one of his own instead of some...
I suppose he wanted to show respect to Lord Yaromir.
Ah, the way of the... So your master, Lord Capon of...
One of the most significant in the Kingdom of Bohemia.
Well, you're lucky you're with him. Look who I'm serving. And you're his, what, page, servant?
His escort. I give advice when he asks for it. But mostly I take care of his security.
Fair enough. I get it. I used to travel with Lord Yaromir, but he barely travels these days, so I don't get out much.
Lord Capon is always getting up to something.
Well, I envy you a bit. But hey, we've had a nice chat. And since you're here, what would you say to a bit of a friendly duel? You've got time to kill, and me too. Let's do something to shorten it. We can do something dignified. We'll clash arms for the glory of our masters. You for yours, me for mine.
I accept your offer. I'd fight for Lord Capon any...
Then you're the right man in the right place.
Let's do it.
You don't have to ask twice. We've got some blunt old weapons for practice. We don't want to hack each other.
That's sensible.
We'll do it in a little courtyard behind the gate. Tell me what weapon you want, and we'll get cracking.
Some sword.
A choice fit. Give me a moment. I'll...
Sit up, young sir.
Well...
Fight for us, Michael.
Nebakov! Yeah! Okay, lads. Careful with that. If you think we'll have to repair it, eh? Have it, Michael.
Ah!
Crikey.
What the...
We're going at it just all night.
Ah, shit!
Oh, right.
Fight for us, Michael.
Oh!
Whack him! Smash him, Michael!
Michael is spices around.
Ah! Oh! You son of a bitch!
Let's see what you're made of, and who von Burgo
Oh! You son of a bitch!
Fight for us, Michael.
Smash him, Michael! Let's see what you're made of, and who von Burgo sent us.
Watch out. Michael is one of the best fighters around.
Smash him, Michael! Nebakov! Nebakov! Smash him, Michael! Glory to Nebakov!
Oh! You son of a bitch!
Nebakov!
Oh!
Fight for us,
Smash
Michael.
him, what you're made of, and who von Burgo sent us. Whack him! Whack him! Thumping myself sometime, if it gets Clara's.
A good fight. An honourable.
Yeah, I'd say. I haven't had such a good stretch in a long time.
Lord Capon's honour has been defended.
Ha! All honor to you, Henry. Here you go. Something to remember Nebakov by on your journey. If you're feeling a bit sore, go and see Clara. She'll be in that house beneath the smithy beyond. She'll be happy if you... I might have said this already, but if you've got nothing on your plate, you can have... We'll try Pelzel in the stables. And if you want to train some other battle skills, you can practice archery with Mark. I reckon you'll find him on the gate.
God be with you, my friend. Good day.
I'm sorry. Tell me.
Nothing much. What's work? But tomorrow...
I know it.
You have...
Aye.
A couple... God be with you, sir. I've got this pretty...
If you're hungry, I left something outside on the table. It's all yours.
Well, I can't remember the last...
Aye, but nor did he. He knocked me about a bit.
That's what I'm here for.
You surely won't be...
Don't worry, Sir Knight. Well,
Aye.
I'm glad.
Henry,
Oh,
my sword is at your service.
blimey. No one's ever said anything like that to me before. But it's not your sword I need.
My...
I have to go and get fresh herbs for our sick folks. And protect... And if you tell me about your chivalrous deed...
I'll be happy to. At least I'll get to explore the Nebakov...
The countryside's pretty round here, but it won't be a long walk. Shall we go? Our little fortress doesn't impress you much, I suppose. You must be used to real castles. Actually, that's why I'm so pleased you're here. A bit of excitement at last. Tell me more about knights, or better still, about yourself. Where have you been? What have you seen?
Once, I was on the trail of this scoundrel, but the sly fox hid in the cloisters of Sasau Monastery. So I had to become a novice to track him down.
Good heavens! So you're actually a monk?
No. I entered the monastery under a false name, but I haven't really looked into how the whole thing works.
Better have fun while you can then, before the abbot drags you back in, so you don't have any regrets. Tell me more, please.
All right then. Some time ago, my native region, far from here, was plagued by a gang of bandits. I tracked them, and it wasn't easy, until I found their secret stronghold in an abandoned village. A battle broke out. I fought my way to the loft of a run-down church. There, I found their leader and killed him in a duel.
You really aren't any run-of-the-mill man-at-arms. At least I have nothing to fear when I'm with you. Thank you for telling me your stories. It's nothing like my life. I just patch up the lads when they come back cut up and bruised, like last time. But I have other talents too.
Horses here, more in the stables, and a big corral with even more outside the village. That's a lot more than I'd expect here. I wonder where Lord Nebak got them all. Maybe that Pelzer will know.
This really is. If it was up to me, I'd just lie.
Why not?
I have to gather herbs to treat the wounded, and if his lordship found out I was dawdling...
Does Sir Yaramir treat you?
Not at all. He's a good man. Still, now you're here, you can help me with those herbs.
For dawdling?
Maybe I'll tell you some stories in return.
Sure. I'll be glad to help. What do you need?
I need marigold. A lot of it, ideally. Then poppy. It all grows in the glade here.
All right.
Thank you.
I've got everything.
Wonderful.
You promised you'd tell me something.
I will. Don't worry. Hurry.
Now tell me what's so important that you couldn't tell me back there in the glade.
I wanted to give you a riddle.
A riddle? Why?
You'll know soon enough. Now listen. I bloom in silence, a petal's grace, a whispered scent, a subtle ploy. What am I, elusive and coy? Solve this riddle, unlock the joy.
The only petal I see here is called Clara.
The right answer. And now for your reward.
I'm always glad to see polite people like you. God be with you.
Hey, sir, got a moment? I'm going into the woods to collect
Greetings. What do you want?
Lovely horses.
Aye. Right.
There must be more of them than men in the fortress.
That's right. Sir...
What stroke of luck was that?
Look, this is Noble's business.
So there is something dodgy about it, eh?
Bollocks! It's all above board. Why not do something for your own lord's honour instead of insulting my lord? We sometimes have this little race.
Don't try that on with me. I'm the retainer of Lord Capon of Perkstein. So bear that in mind and start talking.
Beg pardon, sir.
The horses. Where did Lord Nebak get them?
All right, if you insist. Well, lucky for him, but not so lucky for others. We came across a bunch of them bandits who prey on folk here. We tore into a couple of our lads didn't make it. And we took their horses. They had loads of them. Who knows where they got them, but...
I see. Take good care of those horses.
I will. And you, sir. Maybe I mentioned it before, but if you're at a loose end, you could help us out. Just a little race around, and if you managed to beat our lad, you wouldn't go away.
What does that Pelzel eat? His breath stinks.
I've got this pretty pilgrim back.
God be... I don't want to pry, Mike.
Nothing interesting about it.
Well, if there's one thing Lord Capon taught...
If you insist. Well, Sir Yaromir had these, but they couldn't give it to him or something, so they gave him horses instead, to make up the amount owed. See?
Hold on.
Pelzel don't know shit.
So he just invented them?
No, there's bandits around, all right. We came across them.
Where did you come across?
Between Lower Samin and Rock...
You gave them what for? Are there any prisoners? Hurtle said that...
Aye, that's leeching off the Lord's land. We don't... But you're a guest. Farewell, sir.
Sir Yaromir.
Huh?
Something to do with...
Fucking... Take care, friend.
Silly doggy.
What do you want now? You've already... Sooner or later, Otto von Bergau will find out the truth and have you all hanged, believe you me.
Hold on. You've got me mixed up with someone. It was Lord von Bergov.
What? If you're not one of those...
I swear by all that's holy, I came from Trotsky.
I'm Yaromir Nebak. You gallop back to tell him to bring an army.
Why?
Haven't you noticed what's going on in the fortress? I swear to you.
When we arrive...
The bastard!
Who is he?
I haven't a clue. His men caught him, but... Now, stop, wait.
How did...
We don't have time for...
You're right, sir. I'll tell Lord von Bergov everything.
God bless...
I can't go straight away. I have to wait till my...
For God, at least get your horses ready then. God be...
You buffoon! Why did you lie to me? If you weren't here with a noble, I'd take a pizzle to get hide. Find someone else to play your games with. Get out of my sight.
I've got this pretty pilgrim's badge. If you ain't... chicken.
I shouldn't keep Sir Hans waiting so long.
Excellent. The mission is... And he promised... What about you? Fucking, is there something wrong?
You bet there is. The whole fortress has been taken over by bandits. They attacked it and took Sir Yaramir prisoner. They're pretending to be his garrison. And you didn't speak to Nebak, but to their chief. Thank Christ they didn't take you prisoner as well.
What?
I found the real Nebak in jail. I swear to God, we have to disappear as quickly as possible.
Oh, shit. Well, then we better leave right now. Yo, this place again. Oh, it makes my blood run cold. But it's good we're back safe. I was somewhat afraid they might send someone after us. Especially after what you said on the way about Sir Yaramir being a prisoner. It was clever of you to sniff out the deception, Henry. I'll take my hat off to you. Lord von Berghoff must be informed.
Of course.
Welcome back, Sir Hans. Henry?
Greetings.
I'm glad you got back. Now let's... Lord Capon.
None, my lord. The situation... Nebakov fortress has been taken over by bandits.
What?
Their leader posed as Sir Yaramir. While I negotiated with him, Henry found out the truth.
Sir Yaramir urgently requests that you send a force to Nebakov and free him.
I will, of course. The news might actually be better than it seems. At last, we know where to strike. They thought they would gain a foothold, but instead they walked into a trap. We will set out when we have enough men mustered.
You can count on us, sir.
I should hope so. I'm sure young Lord Capon is eager to and just maybe, Henry, you will win your knight's spurs.
We will support you in the field, of course. But before we take the fortress, I'm very keen to finish the business we came about.
There will be time. There are several loose ends. You have proved yourselves most capable. We caught one of those bastards who ambushed us.
What? How?
A stroke of luck, more than anything.
And?
It turns out he's a tough nut to crack.
What about
That is just it. The men are superstitious. They say unclean work fits only for an executioner, and it seems we don't have one here. So they just beat him a little. But a bastard certainly knows how to hold his tongue.
Damn!
I thought you might also be interested in what he knows. He's most likely from the same band that attacked you. I don't know what you think about such superstitions, Lord Capon. But if you want to try and get something out of him, I will not hold you back. If he doesn't sing, he is of no use to us anyway. We need to know who he is in league with. Because it is not possible that they could evade us for so long without local support.
That's an offer that's hard to resist, Sir Otto. I've a whole list of questions for that scoundrel, and superstitions mean nothing to me.
All the instruments you need are right there. Make him regret the day he took up arms against us.
I'm surprised how tender-hearted your men are. Especially after what that band did to you and your captain. But I haven't forgotten. We'll get it out of him. The hard way, if need be.
I'm glad to hear it. You have already surprised me once or twice, so I'm interested to see if you can do it again. And if not, I shall just hang the bastard. As a warning to the others. Nevertheless, while we are dealing with nuisances, did you notice anything suspicious on my estate while I was away? Something that might put us on the trail of those scoundrels, say.
I'm afraid I can't help you there, sir. While you were away, I spent my time, hunting. And after that, I was a guest in your cellars.
A strange thing happened. He left his bride there.
on their way. Interesting. That was around the time.
You are right. Young older. I hope the answers. Now, my personal bodyguard, Lord Bartosz, also known as Black Bartosz. So if you want to take your mind off, you will most likely... For you?
Thank you, sir.